Shout out to you, Dave, man. Healing the mental, 199. Actually, you
Shout
should
out
go
to
up to New York and see if you can heal their mental state because they out there shouting, what is it? Game 8. Game 8. Game 8. I don't know why they
Brother,
shouting
relax.
for game 8. What? They need to heal their mentals. It's over. You're done, son. It's over, New York. Spike, go home. Stephen A. I should laugh at you the way you laugh at the Cowboys. 2 years in a row, second round, knocked out the Knicks. Pacers set an NBA shooting mark, 130 to 109 in Game 7 to make the Eastern Conference Finals. It was just a year ago. I was on here saying that they didn't look so good, man. It didn't end so well for you, brother. And that's how I feel right now because Tony laughing at us, Joe. We both said the Knicks will win this in some form, shape, or fashion, and they lost every single way they could. So we got to react to it. Carl, I know you watched that game. How you feeling?
Man, it was just one of them days.
This
Like,
one.
look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a degenerate. I bet Tyrese Halliburton for 20 points and plus money. And when he missed the layup, I said, oh, I knew it was coming eventually. When he missed the layup, I was like, bro, here we go. I bet on the player, and he's just missing open layups. And after that, he went on a tear. I mean, shooting step back threes, open threes to the cup. It just Tyrese Halliburton caught fire after missing the layup. It was really nothing the Knicks really could do after that. TJ McConnell was hitting tough fall-away jumpers, getting in the lane, dishing the rock, doing what he do off the bench. Nembhard, I think, had like a tough reverse layup. Brunson was bricking on the other side for the Knicks. Josh Hart, this was a regular season game, maybe even a game 2. Probably wouldn't have played, but gutted it out for his team. But you could tell he wasn't himself. And OG Anunoby tried to go the first 5 minutes. You can tell he couldn't go. He was limping after the first couple minutes. Yeah, I think he had his first 2 and his only 2 shots.
Two
But
fluke shots too.
yeah, he couldn't go. I mean, but it was one of them nights. The Pacers was up 15, shooting 60-70% from the floor. Finished shooting 67% from the floor. It's hard pressed to beat a team when they're shooting that well, and your best player gets hurt off of a freakish accident late in the third quarter and was out for the game, broken hand, off of a, like I said, real freakish accident. So, them days. I'm done.
Joe?
Man, shout out to the Pacers, man. Eastern Conference Finals bound. I don't think nobody predicted that before the season. Not even a Pacers fan, probably. You know, I know their goal was to become a playoff team. And they remind me of the Atlanta Hawks, you know, back in 2021. They remind me of that team with Trae Young when they beat Philly and get to Eastern Conference Finals and lost to the Bucks. But it was just, you know, Tony mentioned the depth will be a problem. And it was because of the injuries. The injuries started to pile up for the New York Knicks. And I don't think they end up getting hurt because of how many minutes they played. Like, I don't think it had nothing to do with that, to be honest with you. Josh Hart injury, it wasn't because of too many minutes. Jalen Brunson injury, it was because of too many minutes. And he was playing through an injury throughout the whole series. But they like Carl said, I mean, if you can't play, you better if you are limping out there, you might as well just sit out, man. It's probably just better to replace him with a guy that's fully healthy that can fully give you the energy on both sides of the ball. Because the Pacers are the type of team they got there. They're gonna have guys not tired. They're gonna have guys that full of energy. Like the Pacers, the whole series, guarding these dudes full court. You know, they try to drain you. So if you're not even 100%, well, you're not even 60%, they shouldn't have been out there. Like OG definitely shouldn't have been out there. You know, but I gotta give them credit, man. The Pacers did their thing. You know, it's gonna be a good playoff series next round. But New York, man, I mean, I hope they go wake up and say, you know what, we can't just play like this. A Brunson or bust every single game. Every time Brunson doesn't have a good scoring game, they lose. You know, they can't keep living life like this. So I know Randall was hurt, but I saw a notification saying that they are gonna make it their mission to get another superstar with Jalen Brunson. So kudos to the Pacers once again. Shout out to y'all.
They need to make it their mission to make sure that their head coach actually knows how to adjust the minutes on 2K. I know what you were saying, Joe, about how Tibbs, you can't blame the minutes, but at the end of the day, man, they was out there playing like a Ja Rule song. They got 100 minutes, 100 injuries. Guess it's New York. Come on, Carl, don't do that to me.
New York right now.
Yeah, that's why I had to sing the song. They understand. So look, 68% from the field. There's nothing you can do with that. Even when the Knicks was attempting, like OG should have sat down. I mean, it's game 7. You do want to go out there and try to win it with your team, but at the end of the day, you only hurting them by slowing them down. Because this team, the Pacers, was playing like it was the Hoosiers movie. Like they was like, we got something to prove for Indiana, and we gonna try to make it back. And that's exactly what happened. Another thing too, though, Joe. Some people probably didn't pick this team to make it to the Eastern Conference, but some people probably did pick this team to make a deep run after they seen what they did in the in-season tournament. Like nobody picked the Pacers to get to the finals in the in-season tournament, and look what they did. Nobody's picking this team to make it where they are now. So they've just been a team of, we're going to prove it to you. Kind of like another team we're going to talk about out west too, but they've been proving a lot of people wrong so far. And for the New York fans, I know y'all want to be upset, but again, Joe, you tweeted it. I mean, I wish they could have made the finals kind of like AI did, but this Knicks team kind of looked like that 76ers team where it was Iverson or bust. Imagine if Iverson would have went down in one of them games. They don't make it to the finals. So again, when you one superstar who has to be the playmaker and the primary scorer, it's going to get ugly out there. And it's not like he's LeBron. Now, if he was LeBron's stature, maybe they probably would have had a chance, but Jalen Brunson not built like that. He's not that in stature. Not saying he not built like that because he played through a hand injury all the way up until he broke his hand.
And a leg injury.
Yeah.
Like a leg injury, I think.
Yep, it sucks that happened. Then Josh Hart, man, he can't do sit-ups for a couple weeks because, the abdominal is – them boys balled. They balled out, man. Tough one, but Pacers, congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean –
I go ahead, my bad, Joe.
I was like, who Tibbs going to play, though?
I was going to say the same thing. Like, so many injuries.
Yeah.
I don't know who else on the roster. Like even Bogdanovich, like I said before, he out bench player. Alec Burks played, he did his thing.
I think Tibbs' reputation is blurring people's mind. Like I think because his reputation in the past of playing a lot of minutes of his players is clouding the judgment of people in this playoff series. Like we automatically think that he need to play more people, but really their roster was depleted. They really was. So and that's why them guys played through the injury because, I mean, so I gotta give Tibbs his credit. And I know you asked me a question in the chat. I want to say for the show. No, this is not a series where he had a better team because they were hurt. They were literally hurt. They played through injury. I know they went home. Brunson got hurt when I thought it was over once Brunson got hurt anyway. But I do want to say this. I know we gotta move on. TJ McConnell was a key X factor defensively and offensively, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've been talking about the whole series.
The first bench player in NBA history to record 40 assists with 10 or fewer turnovers in a single playoff series. And he was checking Brunson full court. Who would have thought he was going to be the designated guy for Brunson?
Yeah, he did his thing. I even said it at the end of game 1. I said, bro, I know Halliburton's the superstar, and you got to go with your guys towards the end of the game, but TJ McConnell was clearly the better player in that game and should have got more minutes, and I felt like that's part of the reason why they lost that game. I even said in the chat, like, some people call me crazy for saying this, but I think he should have got more minutes over Halliburton at the end of game 1. So, but he did his thing. He proved his worth. He, like Joe said, he was a primary defender on Brunson winning the game. They plus minus was like completely different with him in and out the game. So, shout out TJ McConnell, bro. I love TJ McConnell game, but loving this game since Arizona. So,
him and Nembhard, those two players, they should be able to eat for free in Indiana for the next 3 months because without that big three-pointer, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's the series, bro. They would have went down 3-0.
Yeah.
And that Siakam trade was game changer for them. Siakam was a complete benchmark for New York, bro. They had Josh Hart guy on them.
At least they won a trade.
But he came out on fire, though. Shout out to him. I just want to give one more shout out, and we can move on to Dante DiVincenzo. Almost had 40 in game 7, played his heart out, tried his best to will the Knicks to a win. It's just one of them days. So shout out to you.
Halliburton, though, so.
They tried, man. They was down 5 at one point. You thought it was gonna be
Thank you, J-Mo. Thank you, bro. I think I called J-Mo that night. I think we talked about it that night.
Yeah, don't bring it back down.
The end of it is because.
All right, let's you're right. TJ McConnell, that he X Factor, crazy. All right, so let's get to these shows, man. This is a network, y'all. Refuse to lose. Whoa, refuse to lose is not a show. It's just a network. All right. We have a lot of shows on the network.